Okay, didn't want that playing, so we turn that off. Let's go ahead and tweet this out. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I gotta get my, oh, why is that stuff not showing? Oh, now I know why. First thing I'm gonna do is get my graphics set up. I want to do this in the daytime, so I think that's up here. No, maybe it's right here. Shit, I don't know what it is. That's not it. Damn it. I don't want it to have to reset the whole flight is the problem. Maybe I won't have to. So let's go to, let's move it back up. That's good. Apply changes. There we go. Daylight. Okay, there we go. Let's move my, make that bigger. Properties, configure video. Is that too big now? Holy shit. Let's edit, lock preview, slide that over a touch. There we go. Let's move it. What did I just do? Oh, let's move it down a touch so my head's not sticking out the top. Oops, wrong button. No, that was it. Proper, there we go. Configure video. Let's move it down a little bit. There we go. Save and okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so get my checklist up here. Using a checklist from years ago. But I want to, ooh, I got to open that door back up again. I got up to like 90 degrees in here today, so it's hot as F down here with my computer's running. Very, very, very hot. So parking brake on. Electric, negative down battery switch on. Standby power on. Go ahead and turn on the EPU. APU is on. Let's get the app going here. Put that over here for now. Could use the ground power, but I'm not going to. Okay, next thing I want to make sure I'm going to be able to connect in. I want to make sure I can connect into FSUI PC. because not only do I want to do that, I also want to configure. So let's go performance settings, push ATC menu. You see, this kind of sucks. I thought that there was a way for me to control keys through UIPC. Performance settings, pushback menu, ATC menu. Yeah, maybe there's not. Oh well. Okay, so let's connect. That is good. We are now connected. I don't want that right there. So we can close out of this. I was just doing some work. That's what that was up there. Get out of my VPN. Oops, wrong button. Should have had all this shit done before, but I didn't. It's too late now. Can't do anything about it. Giddy up. Okay, so oh, it's not. Oh, good. It connected. Excellent. I was having issues with it connecting, so I was somewhat leery of as to whether or not it was going to connect, and it is. So now all I need to do is get my ACARS program running. And we are going from New Orleans. Ooh, an hour 46. God, I didn't think it was that long. Fuck, I'm going to be up until midnight. Oh, well. Hee hee. Oh, why didn't it start? It started on another screen. That's why there's Max. Let's close out of that. Go back to my other screen. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to go flight. That's Fort Worth. Oh, let's go the other way around. We're going to go from. So let's create. Get my keyboard in here. Flight 100 passenger. Cruise altitude. They went at They went at 34,000 feet. KMSY-KDFW. And we are going in the, let's get our route put in there. AX Peanuts Beret. We're going to 737-800. So create. And let's fly. Copy. Fly online. Fly on VATSIM. So let's get connected over here quickly. Go plug in Squawk Box. Send flight plan. And we are going. Oh, is it /L? Yes. KMSY DFW. Alternate would be DAL. Flight level 340. 410 looks good. Departure time, who cares, who cares, who cares. Let's get rid of this. Paste. DFW Hub Manager. Flight time is going to be an hour 45, 2:30 on that. Flight receives voice. I can do it all. Transmit and receive. Okay, so the flight plan is now sent, so we're ready to rock and roll. Let me check. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this because that way I can
aboard, everyone. Before we get moving,
that way I can minimize this
return your seat
and
back
not have to worry. I can just look back at this then. Excellent.
Store your carry-on luggage in either an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. If seated next to an emergency exit, please read carefully the instructions located by the exit.
Okay, first thing I need to do too is to get my
in the event of an emergency, please inform a flight attendant so that they may receive
keyboard set up for, is it engines, is it throttle? I looked for this the other day and I couldn't find it. I said something to John Fly about it and he found it like within seconds. Is it basics? Engage TOGO. Okay, so let's try it on. I want to do it on the joystick and not on this. I don't know if it's going to let me or not. Joystick. So it's under general. No, I don't want to do it on the joystick. I want to do it on the throttle. So I'm going to have this do something. So button 14. I want and here's where I couldn't find it. Now that I'm remembering this. I looked everywhere, TOGO, and all I could find is that it was, John Fly was telling me that it was on the, only on the keyboard. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, and I was hoping that I could... God, I was thinking that the XP, I could recalculate my I thought I could recalculate or reconfigure my throttle control. So if I just go Toga, it doesn't. Oh, now wait a second. Why couldn't I find this the other day? I swear to God, I bet I spent I don't know how long looking for it. So now I got my button for criminy. Well, thanks, John. Why am I disconnected?
Be either turned off or put in airplane mode at this time. This is because these devices may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication equipment. We will inform you when you may continue using these devices.
Why did I get disconnected?
We would like to remind you that smoking on board this aircraft is prohibited by law, as is tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors. If you have any questions about this flight today, don't hesitate to ask myself or another flight attendant.
I had the Who's Online box up here. I always like putting that up there at the top. I got to get the checklist program installed on this too. That's one of the things that I need to do. Haven't done that yet, although I plan to. Although I plan to. Okay, not going to worry about that right now. Let's keep flying so I'm not up here until 1 o'clock. Okay, let's go back to the checklist. Ground power APU is on. Set. Let's get fuel installed here. I We use 15,000 pounds. Let's go flight, edit weight and balance. Just got a text. So we will put 0 fuel in the main tanks and put about 9,000. Why is that not going up? Is that all the higher it goes? 85. Let's add a little bit. We'll put about 1,000 in there. So a total of 18,000 pounds of fuel. That's good. Okay, so we're set there. Why did it do that? Oh, weight and balance. That's why. Okay, so we got the new weight and balance in there. Go ahead and click those on. We got a little bit of fuel in the center tank. Fuel pump switches on. Low pressure lights are off. They're not really off, but they are. Cabin utility power switch on and on. IFE pass power switch. Standby switches guards down. Disconnects down. Bus transfer switch guard down. Equipment cooling normal. Both are set to normal. Emergency exit lights guard down. Windshield wipers window heat on. Oh, I know it's not on my checklist that I need to do right now. And that is align and on nav. Okay, so that is set. Got the window heat on. Okay, that's all set. Hydraulic switches are on. System A pump switch on. And B is on. Engine 1 or electric 1. Okay. Pressurization, field elevation. 34,000. Without looking, I'm just gonna guess. Let's just set that at about 400 or 500. Press mode selector is on auto. Yep, we need to get the packs and stuff on. Exterior lights. That on, anti-collision on. We're gonna get pushing here soon. Circulating fans on auto. Air conditioning packs on auto. Yeah, this isn't a, yeah, they're on auto. Not perfect, but it's working. Isolation valve is open. Engine bleed air is off. AP bleed air is required. Flight plan vector switch altimeter is 29 or 9 or 8. That's good. That's good. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's go down and get that. Oops, wrong button. So auto brake RTO. We'll get the flaps, thrust cylinders idle, start switches off. Parking brake set, radios tuned, transponder set. We're not that far yet. Let's go down to the FMC. First thing that we will see is enter IRS position. So we'll go ahead and go over here to position. Let's go KSMY. I'm sorry, MSY. Oops, it worked. Invalid entry clear. KMSY. Go to the next page to get to GPS coordinates, put into the IRS. We now have that set, so we are good. Get information, I'll leave. I'm not going to worry about that. Typically it doesn't care. Destination is KDFW. Flight number is AAO 100 because that's my call sign. Runway, let's get the... Forgot to pull the iPad up here. Grab the iPad. Okay, so let's go to airports. We will go, here we go. 170 at 4 knots. 170 at 4 knots. 170 at 4. Let's take off 29. The reason is because that's going to be more of our direction in which we're going to go. So, oops, missed there, 29. So we want to do our route. So go flight plan. This is what's confusing to me. Via direct. Okay, here we go. So we are going to AEX. Direct. And peanuts. The last time I flew this I had oops, spell it right. Peanuts. Last time I flew this I had difficulties with it taking my taking the instrument departure. So I don't know exactly why that is, but we'll see. So it's going to go out runway 29 to AEX, which is, I don't really think that's accurate. Let's delete that, because our first waypoint is AEX. Shit. Cancel mod. Maybe that's just how it does it. I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to depart. There's no SIDS at MSY, really? That just seems odd to me. Nope, there's no there's none at all. Wow, that is weird. That is very weird that there's nothing. Very weird. Oh well, it is what it is. Probably busy enough, but not so busy that they can't take care of stuff, or just don't have that much traffic inbound and outbound to have to separate everything. So I got my route set. So let's clear this here quick. Just show you what I'm doing on my iPad here. Just typing in the route information. So we're going from KMSY. Next point is AEX. Peanuts. KMSY-KDFW. Procedures, we're not going to give it a procedure, but we're going to say that we're going off. I'm going to basically tell it what we're doing. And I had it selected. So the procedure, okay, they're not even going to show it. They're not even going to show it, okay. So we're going to go, our arrival is coming in on the Beery 1. Jesus, I didn't even touch it. But anyway, Beery 1 peanuts. Gonna add that to the route. We're gonna keep it here for now, because we don't know yet for sure. Don't know yet for sure what. Where is AEX? That's further out than I thought. Okay. We don't know for sure yet what we got for weather, so we'll leave this like this for now. Fortunately, this time it's I've got my databases up to date, so I can actually use the georeferencing on this, which is kind of handy. So where are we? We're right there. It'll even be a short taxi, which is good. Okay, so let's get back to where we were. So legs, we're going to go AX peanuts. And then we'll just go ahead and put the arrival in here for now. Beery 1 from peanuts. And we will go ahead and execute that. And okay, none of this stuff is in there yet because we haven't gone through the performance pages yet. So let's go back to init reference. Ident, that's done. Position, initialization, route, we are done. Performance 121.8 on the 0 fuel weight. Reserves are 2.6. Cost index, we'll go 85. And we will go at flight level 340. Okay, we got it 8% for the CG, so we'll put that on the next. Let's see what we have for winds. Let's just randomly take Baton Rouge. That's about our midpoint. Let's go winds at 340. Winds at 330 or 315 at 39 knots. That's perfectly fine. We'll go flaps 5. We'll go CG of 8.0. So we got 133, 135, and 146. And our approach at 146 at 30 degrees. Oops, I think you just hit it twice. Yep, there we go. So we need to set our speed to 151. I'm going to go off on a heading of 290. We're just going to put us out there at 5,000, knowing that we will probably not have any ATC, so we can just barrel along at whatever altitude that we want. That's the good thing. I typically like flying when there's people online, but testing a plane out, I would just as soon not do that. Toxic Predator, how's it going, man? Iowa Flyer, how's it going? True Flight, how's it going? You can make sure you can just verify you guys can hear me okay. Just gotten started here. We're going to do a short flight from New Orleans up to Dallas, Fort Worth. It's my second time flying this plane. Some of you, good, excellent. Some of you guys were along with me on my first flight. I was having issues. Well, I don't have rudder pedals yet, but I ended up working out a sequence on my Thundermaster a warthog stick and stuff that I can use push buttons in order to get me by until I can find something. Which I'm hoping to find something here soon. I'm going to test something real quick to make sure I'm able to hear it. Because I'm not exactly sure if I've got this set up yet right or not. So bear with me for 1 second. Connect with Twitch. Okay, that's the correct one. Let's go to alert box. Do I have the follow thing? Yes. I'm going to just test this here quick, guys.
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
Okay. So that is good. I sometimes wonder if I got it set. The one time I flew like 3 or 4 days and I wasn't getting any updates, and all of a sudden I started getting updates on my phone from people following on my Gmail account. And I'm like, wait a second, why didn't my alerts work while I was actually flying? But they're going good now, so. It actually may have been my own fault. I was between switching over to my new account name was probably the bigger problem. But that is now fixed, so. Anyway, getting back to where we were. Flight director is all set up. Finish done. Takeoff reference done. Okay, so we're ready for pushback. Don't need to worry about clearance. Passenger signs. You know, I didn't hear that at all. Maybe I just need to crank up the volume a little bit. Let's see what it's set at down here. 64. Okay, perfect. Doors, air conditioning packs off, and collision lights are on. I already had them on. Now, let me see where I need to back up to. Let's go here. Let's go taxiways. We're going to 29, so basically if I go straight back, I'm perfectly fine. So that will be the plan. So I'm still getting used to these plugins and stuff. So plugins, pushback. Where the hell's pushback? I know there's a button up here somewhere. It's a pushback menu, but that's not really an actual pushback. I thought it was built into, I thought there was a pushback set into this. Open logbook, open checklist, main menu. Well, maybe, I wonder if it disappeared when I put XPUIPC in. What's this pushback menu? Oh hell, let's try that. I don't think that's gonna work, but parking brake is off. No, that's not really doing anything though. God, I thought you just could. I thought there was a button up here. Well, that's frustrating. Because I don't have the foggiest idea how the hell to push back. Yeah, I knew it was. You clicked up here and the truck came out and the whole works. Swap box. I've lost it. I've lost it. Help. Well, dang it. Generate icons, upload, show data, show traffic paths, control deflections. Sky colors, dev console, view. No, flight, toggle replay mode, show map. Start engines to running. Show ground handling window. Boom. I'll have to make that a keyboard. Okay, brakes engaged. Cannot push. Okay, that was my bad. One step too much. So we're going to request ground service.
All right, I got the service request.
Does that mean he's coming? Or there he is. No, nah, shit. I didn't want that. I should have done that beforehand. I don't want it now. Get the hell out of here.
Service on the way.
Get the hell out.
Push cart coming.
Thank you. Running through everything else. Right through the... These are so comical. It's so funny because they know where to go in order to get connected into the plane, but they have no idea where to go when they're done. They'll just drive right back through the plane.
Here we go.
That is so funny.
On behalf of the captain and
Okay,
crew,
so let's go ahead and get
welcome aboard the
engines
flight.
going here.
Make sure your seatbelt is fastened. Return your seat back to the
That's
trays
on,
to their
that's
full upright
on.
position.
We are going off
Also,
with
please
that,
turn off
off
all
with that.
electronic devices. Thank you.
Let's go ground on here. Watch the old numbers come up. I'm just curious. Oh, it already stopped. Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. I'll have to remember that. To put that on a button, like Shift P or Alt P or something. Okay, that's up to 25. Go ahead and give it some gas. Okay, these are I haven't I told myself the other day that I was going to do this and I haven't yet. I haven't adjusted any graphical settings at all. This is straight out of the box. Reinstall Windows 10, installed the drivers for my 980 Ti, and installed X-Plane. No graphic things, nothing. I usually wear a headset, but I'm not tonight because I don't. It's too fucking hot. It was, you know, Iowa Flyer. It was hot as crap today. Okay, so we got that one running. Let's go ahead and get two started up here, or one I should say. Wait for that to get up to 20 and give it some fuel. Okay, both engines going. Things are looking well there. Let's go ahead and get those babies on. Why'd that stick down? That was weird. Okay, we can turn that off. Go ahead. Turn those off. Turn the packs on. Those on. That's on. Yaw damper on. I'm gonna leave these off for now. They've only got 1,000 pounds in there, so it's not like I'm Gonna be too concerned with that. Logo lights, we're taxing, we'll leave that on. Got that set there. I'll put the strobes on. I don't see, there we go. Looks good. Okay, so according to the old, it doesn't look quite right. I think my iPad is backwards. I think I gotta go that way. Pretty sure that I do. So let's see if I'm gonna get my buttons to work right. Parking brake off. There we go. I found out the hard way that you have to actually flaps down to 5.
If I can get everyone's attention, we will now review safety information regarding the flight today. When you see the seatbelt sign illuminate, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings, one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. You can release your seatbelt by lifting the upper portion of the buckle.
Okay, we're heading down to runway 29er.
Throughout the flight in case of turbulence. There are several emergency exits throughout this plane. Please take a moment to locate your closest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate
Flight director's
the aircraft,
on.
floor level lighting will guide you toward the available exits.
And
Doors can be opened by
auto
moving the
throttle
handle in
armed.
the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide which can be detached and used as a life raft.
First point.
Oxygen and air pressure are always monitored throughout the flight. If decompression occurs, an oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you and place it firmly over your mouth and nose. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. It might seem like the bag isn't inflating, but oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who needs help, please secure
Brakes.
your own mask first. After that, you can assist the other person. And please
That's
keep your mask on
on.
until a crew member advises you to remove
Continuous,
it. In the event of an
continuous.
emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your thighs, ensuring your feet are flat on the floor.
Yeah, it's terrible
Flight
out today, and
desks
it's
are
supposed to
located in
be
the pouch under your seat
the same
between
hot
your
crap
arms.
again tomorrow,
Instructed to do
and
so,
then
open the plastic
in the
pouch and remove
70s
the vest.
the rest of the week,
Slip it over
like
your head
Thursday
and
or
put the
Wednesday,
straps
Thursday,
around your
Friday.
waist. Adjust the straps at the
Oh,
front.
we'll have to do the golf club
Hoist
thing
the vest,
sometime.
pull firmly on the red cord when leaving
Yeah,
the
it's
aircraft.
I haven't played it with I've just done it by myself.
All
Train Sim
seats
World don't
lifted
have
and
that.
fasten
Euro
straps
Truck Sim. I've got American Truck Sim, but not Euro Truck.
Used as a flotation device.
I've often wondered what it'd be like to like join a group and like get an actual team going.
May be used only when the seatbelt sign
Oh,
is
let's
off and
reset
when permitted by
that.
the crew. Mobile phones must remain off throughout the flight. Remember that this is a non-smoking flight. Also,
Okay,
damaging
so I think
smoke
we've got everything
detectors in the
set.
lavatories is prohibited by law.
I don't
You will
know if
find all
I've
safety
just
information
I
in
just
a card
calculated.
located
Yeah,
in the
American Truck
box in
Sim's fun.
front of you.
I haven't done it in
It is
a long
recommended that you
time.
read it before we take off.
Several
If you have any
months,
questions,
and I'm
ask
guessing
myself
there's
or another
probably
crew
some more
member. We hope
DLCs
you
out.
enjoy your
I got
flight.
it shortly after it came out, and it's I'm guessing there's a lot more DLCs. I think back when I did it, there was only just California. It's my understanding that they go up into Wyoming, maybe. So everything's set there. It's good to go. Good to go. Make sure there's no lights. Okay, here we go. Just got my iPad resting here on my lap for now until I... Oh, Nevada, okay. Make sure, verify real quickly that my A-Cars is running. Yep. This whole thing is new to me, the hot ass, HOTAS, however the hell you pronounce it. The throttle stuff. I've SciTech for all many years. Let's see if I adjusted a switch. Yep, that works. Had a hell of a time finding the takeoff go around switch for the auto throttle, and John, and I was typing in TOGA about 400 times. Oh, maybe the takeoff go around switch doesn't work. Well, that sucks. Well, I clicked it and the throttles went up, but it didn't. They didn't stay up. Oh well, that's fine. I'll figure that out later. Get the nose down. Gear up. Flaps to 2. Nose down a little bit more. Get that speed coming back up. I don't really like it once. There we go. Stay right on that 10-degree horizon. Yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see it on the stream, but that the clouds and stuff are real broken and real crappy looking. This is a 144 megahertz monitor, so I don't know if that might be part of the problem. Okay, let's start banking to the left here a little bit. Can go ahead and go up to 340. That is set. Flaps up. It's a thing that's scary. It's just very similar to the PMDG. It doesn't matter. You would think that the plane would be smart enough and kind of take a different approach to intercepting this line, but now it like banks immediately right. And this is actually better than the PMDG was. It banks straight for that old line. Doesn't matter. And then it'll bank way hard way left. Then as it gets close to the line, it banks back left. This is actually doing better than that, which that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Okay, so we know that's working good now, so I can go ahead and go back up with this. TCAS, oops. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now use electronic.
Okay, 10,000.
As soon
Off
as
go
we reach
the
our
lights.
cruising altitude, the flight attendants will be coming by with a drink cart. Now relax and have a great flight.
I thought that baby came back up. Maybe it doesn't. Oh well. Turn the logo off. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played it. Now that I've got a wheel and stuff, I actually played it either with the keyboard or I was actually playing it with my old, as far as the American Truck Simulator, I was playing it with my old joystick. Or I'm sorry, my old flight yoke. I was actually driving with my yoke. It's like, this is kind of weird. I'll have to put some pics of my new um, sim setup on my Discord channel. I've got it all set up for flight simming and for racing now. It worked out perfect. I found a guy that did flight simming as well, and he fabricated some mounts for my for the hot ass Warthog throttle and joystick. It's pretty damn nice. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can get. I bet it won't work. Can I get two things?
18,000 feet.
Yeah, it won't allow me to do two things on the. Why is it still showing that? Is the video working okay, guys? I'm gonna just cheat. Hold on. I'm gonna cheat and call this up on this site. Because it's like I've updated my the air server showing like some real outdated stuff. Yeah, it's still showing it. What the hell? Well, let's shut it down. Oh, well, look at that. It'll actually show both. So, let me figure something out here. I didn't realize it would do that. Okay, now, there it goes. There's full size. Okay, you guys see that now, right? You see my iPad thing, correct? It didn't update before, and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't updating. Let me know if you guys see that. Because if you don't, it's not worth going through the whole process of showing. But if it does work, then I can show you the sim stuff. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I need an I'll be right back button, but I don't have one yet. Well, maybe I do. Anyway, I'll be right back. Give me about 30 seconds. I'm going to open the door. I'm boiling. Okay, anyway. Let me get my phone back up here. So if I go to camera and then video, here's my current setup. I'm looking to see if it, yeah, it's not working. Let me try shutting the air server down and turning it back on, because it's not working. It's popped up on the screen, but it's almost like the air server program is locked. Yeah, because, oh, there, now it's going. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to have it. Hold on a second. Settings. I thought I could set it up so that I didn't always have to have it on top. That I could just have it sitting there. Display. There we go, always on top. But it's still locked up. Okay, I'm at my cruise altitude now. Okay, here we go. That's weird. Anyway, here is my, well, that's enough to drive you batty, huh? Ooh. Anyway, here's my monitors, my 3 monitors. Ooh, I wonder if I could do that. Nope. My 3 monitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may
And
now
I've got
unfasten your seatbelt and move around the cabin. The flight attendants are coming by with beverages and food.
Throttle.
Enjoy the rest of the flight.
My steering wheel. My wheel is actually down here. I can take the wheel off. And my joystick. Mouse. If you look back up, well, you know, I can get up and show you this stuff. My mic. Speakers down here along the bottom. I can actually show you my, oh, I see I got a picture of my kid down there in the corner. Hold on, I'm going to set it down a sec. Then here is the back side of it with my CPU along with the handy dandy. Can you tell I'm a network guy? All this, everything's all strapped down with Velcro and zip ties. There's the one side of it. Then I've got, like I showed you before, the throttle and my rotating articulating keyboard. And then on this side, it's the mounts for the monitors, power supply, and subwoofer. It works really well. Like I said before, the guy that I bought the aluminum 80/20 rig from is a flight sim guy and also did iRacing. So he fabricated, I mean, if you look at these, the fabrication on this thing, this fits perfectly around its exact size. And if you look down underneath it, I don't know if I've got enough light. If you look down underneath it, I mean, it's perfectly aligned with the countersunk screws. The whole works. Same thing with this. He fabricated brackets. Yeah, you can go underneath over here. He fabricated brackets. I'm looking at from the underside. Fabricated brackets for everything to bolt into. Not being able to reach real well. And can put adjustments on there so I can put it in 3 different locations. The front and the back. So far so good. Been very happy with it. But that's the nickel tour. So let's go back to my iPad, turn it off. Now before, I used to be able to, when I had the other system, I used to be able to minimize this, and it would actually minimize it. Chili Willies, thanks for the host, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I don't know why, but now whenever I minimize it, it actually stops what's getting updated. So I'll have to look into that. It's one more thing to do, but that's no problem. Let's minimize this a little bit. It's kind of large. There we go. There we go. Anyway, some outside shots of the plane. Well, I thought. Oh, that's what happened. Like I said, I haven't touched. This is default scenery. This is as default as you can get it. I haven't even put down any ortho yet. I've got plenty. I just haven't even installed it. Not exactly sure how to. So, as far as I know how to do it, I just don't know for sure. I don't want to use a symbolic link like I did before. It seemed like it was kind of a pain in the butt. And I know JSnap had put like the actual link with the folder directory and everything. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Flying along, flight level 340. I switched over to day view. I typically don't like flying at night unless I want to do it for some reason or another, like looking at the light, night lighting and that kind of stuff. I just like flying during the day. It just, I don't know, it just seems easier. Default clouds, haven't installed anything yet. Scenery actually doesn't look too bad for just being standard stock right out of the gate from X-Plane. Fairly happy with it. Oh, having that door open helps a ton. Helps a ton. You know, that is weird why it's cutting off the top part of my stream. What the hell? Because you're missing out on confliction. There's other things up there that you guys aren't even seeing. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. I'll have to look into that a little bit more because it should be showing up. There, it shows up okay if I do that. If I go into theater mode, it's fine. Oh, there, now it's fine. I must have inadvertently zoomed in on it. My bad. No worries. My bad, my bad. So, let's take a gander at what we have here. Start of descent and 182 miles. Oh, yeah, that's going to be that Zulu time's going to be wrong because I jacked with the time. I jacked with the time on the ground before we took off. So that's incorrect. Oh, I haven't installed the program to see what my landing rate program yet either. It's a couple of things that I have not done. I want to go look. Oops, may as well get this back down here by me so you guys can hear. Where's it gonna stay? I gotta tighten up the nuts on that a little bit. I tell you what, pardon me, just it's very, very well done for a default plane. I don't know why speed brakes extended is out there, because they're not. Also getting a cabin altitude error. Yeah, that's set to auto. I don't know why it's messing. I don't know why it's doing that. It's set to 34,000. We're at 34,000. Flight 340. Cabin altitude should be at 6,000. Flight altitude, it's only down. I've never seen that happen before. That's kind of odd. It's set to auto. Landing altitude is 500. I can verify that here in a little bit. Oh, that's the problem. Duh. Jesus, why did I shut those off? I meant to shut the APU bleed off, and I actually turned the engine bleeds off. I'm surprised they don't have anybody dead in the back. Which might happen on landing. Can't guarantee that's not going to happen. So yeah, if you zoom in close enough, you see the big difference between your payware planes, some of your decent payware planes, and the default is just the graphics here are just pretty bad, pixelated, terrible. But still, overall, you know, when you have got the free FMC, and so far I've been very, very happy. Very, very happy. Oh, standard. Guess I didn't realize I had to do that on both sides. Usually you do it on the one side and you're good. Yeah, I think I used USA. Is the USA 2, is that the Google stuff? I used Google, and what I did on some of my stuff is I actually went around the airport, you know, like on the approach part of it, and changed the zoom level. I think everything was built at 17 or 18, and then I moved the zoom level to 19, like right around the approach. Right around the actual, like, as you're on final approach, you know, when you're down to 1,000 feet above the ground, I went out that far and did it at 19. But I don't remember. It's been so long since I messed with that, and I need to get back with somebody and because I know people have been starting to do it so that it's automated. You do it in the back and you just kind of forget about it. You let it run like during the day, and I haven't done that, and I need to, because I could just let it run during the day while I'm at work. I don't have the biggest hard drive. I've got a 4 terabyte, and I still have like 3 terabyte left. So I definitely need to. I'd like to do something to add to it to get some more done. I don't even know how much I have here. Let me look. Let me call that up quick, and I can show you guys what I have. Let me find it. This PC. F. Right now, this is what I have. This is just all the extra scenery that I've gotten. As you can see, I've got Iowa City, got Cedar Rapids, local to me. Did my flight training in Iowa City and Cedar Rapids. Got DFW, which I fly out of for American Airlines. JoinAVA.org. If you guys are looking for a VA to join, I'm the hub manager in Dallas, Fort Worth. Anyway, my ortho starts right here. Most of this is LA, SoCal. But I don't even know. I should check to see how many gigs of stuff that I have. Anyway, it was making, what are these? Like, as you can see, I haven't done this stuff since June. Here's, yeah, 26.5 gig per tile is what I was coming up with. And if I go ahead and click all of these, go properties, I have a lot. 2 4 terabyte externals. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could add a lot more. Yeah, we're up at 1 terabyte. Yeah, 1 terabyte. I can't think of the program I need to install that I can actually click on a couple things and it'll actually show. Oh, it's X Organizer, I think. Let me know if that's the right one. I think it's called X Organizer. And it'll actually show you where you've got the ortho installed at. But what I need to do is I need to get I need to get it set up so that X-Plane looks at this directory instead of what I did before, which was a symbolic link, which, like I said, was kind of a pain in the butt. I didn't like it very much at all. So let's turn terrain out. Terrain doesn't work. Okay. I don't know if you fly this Iowa Flyer or not. I was kind of curious if the radar even worked in this. I wasn't sure. Just Grace, thanks for the host, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, X Organizer. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. You have to be careful because I've gone through there before and have used the scenery INI file that's supposed to, kind of like get it into the right, get it into the correct order so that it shows up correctly, and it's actually botched mine completely. So I don't use the save automatically function anymore. But I like being able to look to see what mesh I have, or I haven't done it yet because I still haven't installed it yet, and what ortho I have, so I can kind of figure out where I want to keep building or whatever you want to do. Be nice if we could just get a big ass hard drive somewhere we could just download whatever we wanted, but that's pretty costly. I checked on the price and it was several $100s a month. No, I've been Chili Willies. Here's the deal. I've been with GSA for a while. I was Bonanza Dude on GSA, and I had a horrible time with my yoke and my throttle quadrants working correctly, so I kind of got fed up. And what I did was I rebuilt everything. Good to meet you, Chili Willies. Rebuilt everything, put Windows 10 on, and got the Thundermaster Warthog flight stick and throttle quadrant, and so I've been using that, and I'm just getting back into flying. Like I said, I was out of it. If you look back at my last time I flew X-Plane was June. Did a lot of prepared. I'm not putting prepared back on until version 4 comes out. I'm not going to go through the hassle of installing all that crap, only to have to redo it. So yeah, I was showing these other guys. Yeah, maybe I can do that with my I got a nice setup with.
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how
Thanks
to
for the
fly
follow,
a
man.
plane?
I appreciate it. I got to adjust that, man. I was telling these guys, there we go. Sound volume, it was at frickin' 100%. Let's put it down to 60. Okay. Yeah, I was telling these guys that I ended up been doing some driving, iRacing. So I ended up coming across a guy that had a seat, and he actually had fabricated a mount for the Thundermaster stuff. So it's like, okay, this is a good way to get back into it because I got everything that I need right here. And I'm looking for the camera on this, and I'm an idiot and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Now does it do video? I think it does. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you can see it okay. Anyway, shit, I'm going to have to stand up or use my phone. I'm working off my iPad here. No, that's my ugly ass. And I'm going to get up. Hold on. You move my mic out of the way. Anyway, this is my new setup. I've got 3 monitors. Would have been easier with my phone. My articulating keyboard tray. I've got 3 monitors. Seat, racing seat. And here's the best part. It's all aluminum 80/20 channel. And as you can see, manufactured the plate specifically for the throttle, for the joystick, and for the throttle, or for the throttle. Looking at the back here, then I've got my mic hanging off the edge, and the back of it here is the where I've got my CPU and the rest of the stuff. And there was the quick 20-second tour. And then there you can see there's my wheel for my driving, and I've got a wheel that'll pop off and on in a bag right down here. So let's go back to ForeFlight now. Okay. I am not. I'd hoped to, and my daughters are graduating high school the weekend before that, and so it's just not gonna work. I've got twin daughters. They have friends that are having graduation parties the following weekend, and if it wasn't for graduation, I'd be there because a friend of mine that lives a couple miles from me, he flies for Southwest, and I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Oh, I can get you a buddy pass, and you can fly out there for free. You're just gonna have to do standby." But he goes, "Hell, going out to Connecticut, if you were to leave like Thursday mid-morning and want to come back, like Monday or Tuesday of the next week," he goes, "you wouldn't have any issues getting into Midway, and it's like a 3-hour drive for me." So I had every intention of going. I wanted to, but it unfortunately just won't work out this year with graduation. Not only other parties and stuff, but being able to afford going to out there, given the fact that the cheap part of it, the airfare, or the most expensive. I'd probably take that back. I'm guessing hotels, it wouldn't be the cheapest either. So. Yeah, it does suck. It does. I've done it before. My wife and I did it, and both the time that we did it, we got really lucky because it was just like the flights were fairly wide open, and he can look at the schedule. He can look at the schedule ahead of time, you know, like a day in advance. And if he sees that the one flight is fairly empty, all he has to do is just tell me. He can just tell me, you know, expect to get on the 10:40 flight. It should be wide open. So then that's how I do it. Is I'll just look at it that way, and hop on that one. Take some more shots of the outside of the plane. Like I told these guys before, I have not done anything other than install 10, Windows 10, graphics drivers, X-Plane. That's been it. And I mean, this is default everything. Default scenery, default settings. I may have adjusted a couple of things. Let me look back here quick. Graphics. I think I bumped up the texture quality and I bumped up the anti-aliasing from 2 to 4. Other than that, this is all just straight out of the box. And like I said before, I'm very happy with, you know, the scenery down low here. We'll have to see as we get closer to the ground, but so far that looks pretty decent from 34,000 feet. And you're not going to see a whole lot of detail anyway, so. Yeah, I probably could bump texture to high. I was just kind of, I guess I'm getting 50 frames. I'm just going to go one step at a time and see how it goes. I definitely would like to end up bumping it up. And I'll want to bump it up for sure when I get to, when I start adding the Ortho 4. Does the video look good? I mean, as far as the quality of the stream? Okay, let me try it. So, texture quality to high. 529 megabytes. Oh, I don't think this adjusts, though, until... You're talking about that right there, Elios? SSAO. Increasing the slider will... Well, thanks for allowing me to read it. Okay, that's up to full down. The frames are still up in the 50s, so I'll take that. Hopefully that works. Set the slider above it one up as well. Okay, I'll go one back. Alrighty then, so go here, right there. Let me know if that's right before I... Then the anti-aliasing just shut off, though. Okay, so but anti-aliasing's not going to matter? I think that's what gives you your jaggies, doesn't it? Set AA to 4XAA again, okay? There's 2... Oh, clear up to here. Okay, right there? Okay. Ah! I'm not going to be happy. Hopefully it goes back. If not, I guess I don't care. I'm learning something. That way I don't have to worry about it. I see that it's reading new scenery files, so hopefully. Okay, there we go. Oh, Jesus, you can actually see the jet blasts. Now, I couldn't see that before. Oh, you know what? When I started the engines, I'm like, wait a second, why aren't I seeing anything? Now I know why. Now I know why. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Let me look back at the... I was complaining about the jaggies up here. And I wonder if it was part of not the crappy graphics, if it was just part of. Now they're still crappy. They're pixelated pretty bad, and I get that. It's a default plane. But I mean, you look at these and see how nice those look, and then you look at that and it's like, holy shit! Somebody got in a hurry and just did a cut and paste, resize and cut and paste. Oh well. Okay, excellent. Yeah, but see now well. I guess I was on outside view though when it was at 50, was it? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I don't know if people are still using the I don't even know what it's called. I know they're not using it for prepared anymore. What they used to adjust the graphics on the Nvidia's even more. The good thing about this is this chair it's like a racing chair, and it's comfortable enough that I don't mind sitting in it for a while. But it's not so comfortable like my chair that I've got over there, which is an actual desk chair, that if I'm sitting there, I may actually fall asleep, which I'd actually done before while I was flying, falling asleep, and it's like, woke up and I'm like out over the ocean. I'm like, oop, I'm almost out of gas. I think I'm just going to cancel my flight. I'm done. Anyway, I'm hoping to actually fly tomorrow night again as well. And I can't Wednesday. Daughters have senior night. I don't know for sure how late that's going to go. But my son's track and daughter's track is done now. So rather than going from 4 sports, my son's doing basketball. Instead of going from 4 sports, now we've got 1 through July. So makes it much easier for me. You guys know that fly this. Does the radar actually work on the displays? I know terrain doesn't, because it doesn't do anything when I even click the button. Data doesn't. Airport, I think when you get lower, the airports will all show up, which I don't necessarily care to waypoints. As long as it shows the waypoints on my flight plan, that's all I'm worried about. I don't care about all the other ones. Yeah, that's good then. So if I click off airport, oh, so it shows them TYR. Yeah, it may not. It might be something that they plan on updating in the future. And the reason I ask is, as you can see, oh shoot, I turned it off. As you can see, there was just some radar, some weather behind me, and I didn't see it showing up. So I'm guessing it's not on here. Just looking. Oh, I need to figure out. I need to get weather at Dallas. Okay, Dallas Fort Worth METAR 150 at 10 knots, 10 statute miles scattered at 30,000, 2615, 2983. Density altitude 2357. 150 at 10. So, things are coming out here anyway. We'll take the 17 right. Let's go ahead and get that baby programmed in here. And in the FMC, approach 13. Now I don't feel like going that far around, so we'll go 17 right. And where's nets? Perfect. That'll turn me right into a downwind. Or base. Yeah, basically I'll be on a base and go right to the old shit. It didn't accept it.
Ladies
I hit.
and gentlemen, we are beginning the descent phase of our flight. Please make sure your
Oh
seat
shit! I guess it
belts
sends
are
you
in
down
the
automatically, even though you don't even
front
have to set the
Ensure that
altitude.
your luggage is stowed
That's a
in
new
both
one.
the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins.
Okay,
Keep all
down we go.
electronic devices turned off
Oops.
until we arrive safely at the gate. Thank you.
Let's just set this to 18,000 for now till we. So approach. I don't know why it didn't. Oh, it is. It does have that on there. So I click nets, and I click add to route, but it doesn't add it to the route. Oh yeah, it did. My bad. Apologies. My bad. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's look at DFW. We're looking at the Berry 1. Okay, we're coming in from Peanuts. So we're going to be Berry at between flight level 200 and 230. Make sure that this corresponds. Did you see my question? No, I did not. Please ask again. Sorry about that. I think I did a reset. My bad. I apologize. Okay, so I have Berry at 23,000. So we'll just go ahead and set this at 23,000. Sorry, I did not see that. If you're asking me if I'm going to be flying the 20 the Bonanza again, yes, I got that in the Baron. I've got the betas installed, but I haven't installed the final version. I'm going to do that next. I can't get the CG4 on the V35 with the tip tanks. Really? Is that on the newest one? Just out of curiosity? Because I didn't notice any problems with that at all when I was flying the beta versions. Of course, I was just had it set on my own with regular tanks. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Oh, why isn't it going down? Oh, vertical nav turned off. What the hell? I don't need all those on. It's got to be at Barry Bells. Deeds Wards. Swords. Oh shit, Barry's right there. We got to get down fast. That will be okay. Mind you, the pack slowed is 300 pounds, 110 pounds. Are you looking on the weight and balance to see if that's accurate? I've only had, in the actual plane, it's flying the plane, I've only had, let's see, me at 200, and then my son was at probably 160 in the front seat, and the back seat was probably 150 and 140, so 290 in the back. Yeah, it's very similar to your weights, but you've got a little bit more on the front. Are those the first two weights? Are those the front seat, and then the other two the back seat? I could understand that with 390 pounds in the back seat. It might seem odd, but if I were you, I would have the 300 and 210 in the front, and the 180 and the 110 in the back. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. I would easily think that much in the front, it wouldn't be tail heavy. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Okay, I need to keep getting down. So what do we need to be at? Dietz at 11,220 knots. So let's get that put in there. Dietz at 11,000. It might already be in there. Yep, 220 and 11. Okay. So let's get this down to 11. I'll have to play around with it. Yeah, do that, please. And I'll have to play around with it. I don't know if I'll have a chance yet tonight. What time is it? 11:30. Yeah, by the time I land and stuff, it's going to be midnight. Um, I probably won't tonight. I got to be up at 5:45 to get my son to lifting. Um, but take a look at it tomorrow for sure, because that doesn't make sense. And I'll even let Claudio know what's up, and he might be able to kind of decipher what's going on. Is that the newest version? Just out of curiosity, the newest version for X-Plane 11? Because another version just came out late last week. Version 3. We've been testing it now for about 3 weeks. It's got the new interface that's similar to the... okay, you got it then. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Okay, we should have the airport just off to our left. Of course, I'm way the hell high. I think... let's go vertical speed mode. Okay, looking at the banana, we're not that far off. We'll be good. Being some... You know, I never did check to see if... I hopped on to VAT Spy right after... Oh, okay, I'm on there. So say I installed VAT Spy and just wanted to verify for sure where controllers were, so that I could make sure that I was connecting correctly and had all my everything set up. And then when I actually went to fly, about a minute or two before I went to start taxiing, I lost my connection to VATSIM, but I am there. Right there. But no, yeah, check, like I said, they had, let me look here quick. Unfortunately, I didn't get a flight as much as I wanted to after the, oh. I didn't get a flight as much as I wanted to because I was in the middle of, I had the new setup going and everything else, and I'm not typing that incorrect. Oh, simcoders.com. Hell, I thought it was simcoders.net.
18,000 feet.
Yes, the version that's out now is... I was thinking it was 3.0. Yeah, version 3.0 is out. And that's for all of the planes. The 210, the BE-35 and the BE-58 and the F-33A. Okay, we have a 2983. Okay, I'm still a little high, not as bad as I thought I was going to be. Supposed to be at 11,000 at Dietz. I'll be close enough. But I'm not going to pull any teeth over it. I'm not going to get too upset. Let's close out of this. Go back to maps and my... There we go. Oh, I bet I missed it. I just got to be patient with this. View full screen. Okay, as you can see the plane just showing up there. Okay, radar required. I'm going to be my own radar. 111.35. Let's get that set up. 111.35. 11.35. And the course is 176. No, I forgot which button the drag was. Damn it. Which one is it? This one? 176. I gotta get something that I can figure out what these... There's the outer marker, which we're not worried about yet. Which button? There we go. I had the right one, I was just putting it the wrong way. Okay, we're now down to speed. Let's get down to 6,000. And it's down to 240. Okay, why isn't it descending? Let's go ahead and go heading mode. Why is it not descending? Well, that's kind of weird. Oh well. Let's keep our speed at 240. Go ahead and get one. Let's go down at about 2,500. Our speed is still good. We got a notch flaps out. We've got our spoilers out. We're still good. I think I can go 2 notches of flaps at 250. Yes, I can. So let's go down with another one.
10,000 feet.
gonna be at nets. Nets at 6,000. I should be able to make it. Of course, nets isn't showing up on here, is it? Nope. Oh, you know why? I bet I didn't put the frickin' runway in there. 17 right, nets. My bad. Execute. Legs. Vectors. Put nets in here. Previous discontinuity is now cleared up. Okay, there we go. Okay, get all the lights on. Go to continuous here. Let's go ahead and go down to 5,000. Bring this up a little bit. Go ahead and turn left to 270. Go down to 220. 210. Okay, while we're making that turn, we may as well just turn right to 230. Verify 111.35. 111.35 and 111.35. Localizer's alive. $210 knots. Let's go one more notch of flaps. Oh, wow. Left main. But what happens if you take the tips off? What if you put fuel in the tips? Does it do anything? Out of curiosity? Because fuel in the tips is supposed to actually help the overall weight and balance on the plane itself. Should be coming alive here any second with turning into the 176. Speed her down to 200. And let's go flaps 10. There we go. Turning onto the glides. Onto the localizer. Bring her back to 190. And flaps 15. $20-mile final. I probably should be putting stuff out on Unicom. I can remember how. That's how. Just hit the enter button. What are we at? 18-mile final. Runway 17 right. Garza at 5, and then down to 3. We're now at Garza. Oh, we just hit the glide slope. Gear down. Let's bring it back to 180. Let's bring it back to 170. 25. Is it 190? Am I seeing that right? So I'd go ahead and go 25 on the flaps. Yeah, I would do that. And I know there were several things that 11 did. Hey, Val Dudes, how's it going, man? I know there are several things that 11 did with the small tinkering of it, that's why they wanted to redo it. So I would definitely do that. Runway in sight. Down to 155, and we will go flaps 30. I think I'll leave that right there. So last minute. We've got the runway lights on, continuous on the engines, got anti-collision lights on, landing gears down, RTO is set to 3, set, check, and cross-checked. A little outside action before we, oops. Gotta remember which button it is to put the damn. There we go.
2,500.
This actually looks pretty damn good for default scenery. I haven't touched any of the scenery. Got the power lines going through there. I cannot complain. I suppose I could hand fly the plane instead of letting this happen. Here we go. So one thing I wish I could do is shut these lights off because they drive me nuts flashing. My second time landing with this new Warthog, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's going to be good, but time will tell. Time will tell, my friends. It's a little touchy. I got to adjust the sensitivity around the neutral point. Once again, pre-landing checklist. We have anti-brakes set to 3, gear down, flaps at 30. All my lights are on. $154 knots. Let's bring the speed back a touch. Probably won't grease it like Val Dudes did the other night. And then 320. Oops, that was kind of weird. I will say this joystick is much more responsive than any of the things I've ever used. Holy cow, just little nudge here and there, and
400.
It's amazing. No wonder I couldn't land with the other shit that
300.
I had.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, bear with me. I don't have any rudder pedals. Damn it. No rudder pedals. No rudder pedals. I'm using my brakes.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until
That
the
was
captain
cool,
signs off
eh?
the fasten seatbelt
Crap.
sign. At that point, we will have
That was a
parked the gate
butcher
and
job, if
safely
I've ever
get
seen a
up.
butcher job.
Check around your seat for any personal belongings. Use caution when opening.
That was
overhead
all
bins,
like I
as
said,
well
I
as
don't
things
have
around during the flight. If you
rudder
need
pedals yet,
assistance
so
when
that
boarding,
was I've
please
got
remain
buttons set
seated
up on
until
my
everyone else
joystick
is
for
exited.
to use
We'll
as
be
rudder
happy to
pedals.
help you.
They
On
didn't work
behalf
so
of the
well.
crew, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this flight. We look forward to seeing you in the future.
It works
Have a
fine
great
if I'm
day.
going slow, and I can, yeah, like I said, I've got just a button that I use to push forward. As you can see, it works good, but it's kind of difficult to use very accurately. When I'm about to touch down. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop off right here. Get off the runway. Let's go down one more time with flaps. You can probably hear me clicking the button. Okay, let's go ahead and get stopped right here. Get stuff off and on as needed. Shut that down, shut that down. APU can go on. Strobes off. Okay. As we're taxiing, then we'll go ahead and have the APU ready. Yeah, mine was like that too, United Bill. I had a Logitech Extreme 3D, and you weren't here earlier, but I've got a sim set up here that I've got for my racing and my flying, and I'm able to incorporate the Warthog and everything right into it. So I kind of got rid of my the Logitech and opted for this, and that's why. I don't know. Is United right here? I have no idea. I see that AAL 997, but I have a feeling that's on the other side. Yes, I had that, and it was nice. That's the one thing. I had all Cytec stuff, and I got rid of it because it was getting old. I'll be the first to admit that. It was getting very old, and the pots in it were going bad, and I was actually thinking about tearing it apart again, and this whole deal came up on this rig, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just going to do the Warthog and be done with it, and just look for a set of rudder pedals. I found some that I thought were decently priced, only to find out that they didn't have toe brakes. It was just rudder pedals only. It's like, that's not good. So I've been looking. If I could find something though, it'd be nice. I have no idea where the hell United even parks. Or, I'm sorry, American. Okay, cool. I figured the Thrustmaster you'd want to use. I thought you'd want to use the Thundermaster Hot Ass for the heli. I heard that those are good for helicopters and not the Not the Extreme 3D. I guess that kind of surprises me, but like I said, I'm not exactly sure. I'm using my iRacing pedals for my left and right toe brakes. The accelerator's the right toe brake, and the clutch is the left toe brake. I'm really cheating. Okay, we are here. Let me go ahead. The APU is on. I can go ahead and get that turned on. Get that on. Leave the packs there. And let's kill the lights. I'll be shutting that off soon enough. That can go off. That can go off. That can go off. Oops. Did I never even... Yeah, I had it on. That can go off. Let's go ahead and kill power. Did that go down the whole way? Yep. Thrustmaster. Let me look at these quick, Elios. Now those are the ones I was looking at, and they don't have toe brakes, I thought. Yeah, differential braking. They do have differential braking. God, I could have swore somebody told me that those didn't have toe brakes. Well, hell, I'm all over that then. That's going to be the next thing I get. System of 4 slide rails crafted. Oh, I see. They go back and forth that way. Well, that's kind of cool. $60. Oh, that's exactly what I'm going to get then. Beautiful. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, cranky, and it's just the opposite, man. You weren't here before. I've got pedal. Yeah, you mean I'm gonna have to go do everything backwards? Well, you know what I did is back before I was doing American Truck Simulator. I was using my yoke to drive and my rudder pedals as the clutch and the accelerator. So I've kind of gone backwards, but now that I've got all my Fanatec stuff for my iRacing, I can easily drive now. Now I need to make sure that I get this done. Engine is off. Oh, I can go back and look to see my landing. Wasn't too bad, I didn't think. Let me find out here on my A cars. Ooh, it was shitty. What, 487? Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, I needed to keep the speed and the throttle in a little bit longer once the flare was set, then pull the power back, and I didn't do that. I just did it a little bit opposite. I pulled the throttle back and then went to flare, and I was kind of out of airspeed. So let me finish. Let me file. Yay! I can fly another flight now. Excellent. Cool. I was happy with that. You should have seen me when I flew the other night, though. I had some figuring to do, trying to figure out how to get the rudder pedals to work. It was a nightmare, but I finally did. Anyway, what time is it? It is 11:59, and it is probably time for Betty Bye. I gotta be up early, but I plan on flying tomorrow night for sure. Like I said, tomorrow night I'm good, and I'm trying to think what else is going on. Wednesday night I can't. It's senior night for my daughters. That's out. I don't know for sure what time that's over with, and I don't want to piss them off by getting home and saying, "Hey, going flying, see ya." So I'm not going to do that to them. But anyway, thanks for hopping on and flying along with me tonight. Thank you for your tips. I am not on with United Virtual anymore. Joinava.org. I was actually the assistant HR guy, but that didn't work out so well with some people there. So I shouldn't say unfortunately, because it actually worked out good, because I'm back with the group that I was with before that I'm perfectly happy with. But I was with them. Like I said, I was with them for years. I moved over there from VC Air, which was the old Continental. I was with them for, 3 or 4 years, maybe longer than that. We didn't have anyone that wanted to take over being the CEO, so we just kind of all dispersed, and some of us went to Virtual United, and some of us just quit. Actually, there's a good group of them that just quit flying. They were tired of the flight regulations and all that stuff. So they just basically, we all still do GA in the mornings, on the weekend mornings sometime. Kind of I haven't done it lately because I rebuilt my machine. And they typically fly Prepare. I'm not installing Prepare until version 4 comes out, which somebody I don't know if it was a leak, if you want to consider it a leak, but somebody came out with an actual download page that Prepared it actually met, whether they mixed up or they sent it out to the wrong people, but there was a download page for 4.0 beta. As soon as I saw that, I went screaming, racing out to the Lockheed Martin site, hoping to God that I could get it, because I'd love to try it. I'm not going to install all that after my Windows 10 install and go through the hassle of installing Orbix and all that crap and then turning it on and having to restart all over again. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm just going to kind of sit back and fly X-Plane for how many ever months it takes. I've got this plane I love. I've got the JAR 320, the JAR 330. I've got the FlyJSim 73200, which I enjoy flying. I'm just going to kind of stick with that for now and just kind of hold back and wait for version 4. I know it's going to cost me another $120 or whatever it is, but I'll wait, and then I'll have to go probably repurchase upgrades or whatever for PMDG and all that stuff. But it's definitely worth it for me to wait, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh yeah, you keep talking about the MU2. I'm going to have to look into that. I keep putting that off. Like I was saying earlier, I was out of X-Plane for quite a while. I got frustrated when 11 came out. Got really frustrated when 11 came out, because that was when I started experiencing problems with my yoke and throttle quadrant, and I just got so frustrated. I'm like, I can't do this, and so I just basically stopped and said I'm done with X-Plane, and basically just strictly flew Prepared. And then I started having issues with that, so it's like I started doing some iRacing stuff, messing with that. Then it's like, okay, I've got to rebuild my machine. I've got to figure something out with my yoke, what I'm going to do for the future. Because I thought about actually buying a yoke and an expensive throttle quadrant, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I don't need to do that. Yes, P3D4 is going to be 64-bit. Yep, absolutely. Found this deal on this simming rig with the fabricated mounts and everything for the hot ass Thundermaster, and thought, screw it, I'm gonna just go this route. I got this in the process of me getting this all configured and all set up correctly. I reinstalled Windows 10 and slowly started installing stuff back on. So I did not want to mess with I didn't want to mess with. I guess I'm not going to mess putting 3 prepared on here to turn around and have to redo it. Now it's and it's going to help with the VAS issues that I know people have had, but to be honest with you, I didn't really ever notice. I haven't had any VAS issues at all, even with Orbix, even with like the PMDG 7.3. I would fly that with Orbix NorCal and SoCal, back and forth between, San Diego and San Fran and LAX.
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows
Damien
how to
Hill
fly a
1981,
plane?
thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And I didn't have any issues, even with the Aerosoft, which I heard was a huge memory hog. I didn't have any issues with that either. My VAS was always, 800, 900 megabytes in the plus. I always had plenty. So whether I did something right on the install and or through my settings, and other people didn't, I don't know, but it's working good. And Chris, thank you. Elios is Chris, right? I'm trying to remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I've even streamed and had this this kind of an audience. I keep thinking it's Chris. Maybe there's another guy that's Chris. Anyway, Elios. No, it's not Chris. Okay, somebody else is Chris. I'm trying to remember who it is. Anyway, thank you for those settings on the graphics, because I'm getting graphics right where I was before, and things are cranked way up higher than they were ever before. So that is a bonus. It looks much better. Yeah. 1900, 2000 mega. Okay, I could even go higher than that because I've got an 8 gig or 6 gig card. So that's cool. That's excellent. Oh, I can use. I didn't even. I'm just now looking at this and realizing that this is actually showing my monitors what I can do. Oh, wow. So I've got this set as a windowed simulator. So I could actually have two. Could have a 2D. Oh, that's interesting. Then what can I do over here? Huh, cool. Nope, I haven't had any OOMs either. VAS, OOMs, nothing. How do you figure out takeoff trim? 3 degrees down. Just scroll the wheel -3. Yes, I can. Yeah, if I span it across all 3 though, I'll tell you what, I would hate to see my so if I go full screen, if I set these to full screen, it's gonna go, oh, shit. I don't want it an instructor. If I set this to full screen, yes, that's what I thought. Right now it's set to full. All three are my 3 screens. And I got 4 frames. Shit, now how do I change it back? Damn it. There we go. Oops. Okay. So default monitor settings. Oh, there we go. That's where I'd change it. No, it's not going to change. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't want to do that anyway. Let's go. Whoa. Let's go. Full screen simulator. We're going to go unused. We're going to go unused. And we are going to go windowed. Thought, uh-oh, what did I just do? Like you... Yeah, I've been fairly happy with this PC. I've had it now for... Oh, boy. year and a half. It's a 4760, I believe. Pentium, Jesus. i7, 32 mega RAM, 32 gig of RAM. I don't know if I overclocked it. I had it overclocked. Then I set it back when I installed the Windows 10. I don't think I ever went back and overclocked it. I had it up to 4.4. Helped a ton. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off, guys. I am tired. It's time for bed. I appreciate everyone that followed along. For those that didn't, yeah, I'll probably just wait and get the 1080 Ti when it's out for a while, and it's not. I don't know if you can even get it yet. I've seen some more. Another one just came out today. I saw the 1080 Ti. What the heck was it called? It wasn't a classified. It was something else. Yeah, it's been out for a while. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna kind of hold off and kind of catch him. Yeah, I don't know yet when I will, but I want to definitely do it though. But anyway, for those that are watching, please hit the follow button if you liked what you saw. I will start streaming here a little bit more, likely more so in the evenings, probably about this time between 9, 10, and 11 o'clock Central. Sometimes weekend mornings as well, if I end up going out and flying with my friends again, which I kind of hoping to do. That's the plan anyway. I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. 4790 at 4.8. Wow. I've 4790. I think the fastest I've had mine going was 4.5, 4.4, 4.5, and I just left it. I'm like, I'm stable. I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to push it and burn it up, but yeah, that'd be nice. Did you have water cooled? I've got the Corsair 110, 140, whatever the hell it is. I don't even remember what it's called. The water cooled, which is nice. Yeah, I just need to remember what all these, like time a little earlier, time a little later, Shift K, Shift L. I got to remember that stuff. Instead of having to go into the menu to change the time, I can just do it by using this stuff. The views, I need to remember. Like when you're flying, like what button it is when you glance. Oh, wow. Yeah, H110, that's what I've got. Yeah, I'll have to dig around in mine a little bit more if I can increase a little bit more. I'd like to do that. Nope. Why did I disconnect? It must have disconnected me automatically. Oh well, which is fine, because I'm done. I thought one of these buttons, maybe it's this one. There we go. Yeah, I'm learning more and more and more about this thing all the time. If I could get that a little faster, I might use that more than... I don't mind that. It's not bad. Just something I'll have to get used to. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate those guys that have watched. Like I said, hit that follow button. If you like what you saw, typically I'll start flying at least two to three nights a week. About this time, do some jets here for a little bit, but I'll probably thinking I might hop in the BE-58, the rep version here, and show that off and do a giveaway. That's the plan anyway. Over the next, probably do 3 or 4 giveaways through the end of the month. I've done it before. Basically, give away the rep version, whatever you want, whether it's the C210, BE35, V35, or BE33. Any of those, it'll work. it'll work for any of those, and I'll be doing those on my next few streams. So anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Everyone have a great night. I'll definitely do some more of that. Like I said, I wanted to just run this one through the paces, given the fact that it was the default plane and basically a free plane, which is very rare, and I'm very happy with it. To be completely honest with you, I won't fly default planes in prepared, but I like this a lot. Might even maybe go out and get the Airfoil Labs 172. I haven't completely decided, but it's something that I'm thinking about. So anyway, enough of me babbling. Like I said, thanks again for you should come down here for the eclipse this summer. Oh, when is that gonna be? I'm trying to remember. Missouri? I don't remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been streaming here, so I apologize for my lack of memory. Oh, cool. Oh, that would be nice. When is that supposed to be? The eclipse. What June, July? Oh, August. Okay. Ooh, that's not a bad time. That's not a good time for me. My one daughter's leaving on the 18th. May, June. My one daughter goes to school on the 17th, and my other daughter goes on the 25th. So the 21st, if I left town, she'd kill me, because she's gonna be a mess. My son left last year. He only went 30 miles away. My one daughter's going about an hour, and the other one's going 2.5 hours. So she will be a frickin' mess. I'm sure she will be. Anyway, thank you, and we'll catch you guys another time. Oh, you can see I'm yawning pretty good here now. So thank you again for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good night, and we will see you another day. Take care, everyone. Bye.